welcome back to another episode of
The Loud Ones Podcast.
I am your lovely host, Nas B, and in front of me is always my beautiful co-host,
Dany B.
And guys, thank you again for joining us on another episode. So, this episode, we are going to wrap up 2019, guys.
Yes.
We are also going to be announcing the winner today, right, Dany?
No, tomorrow.
Are we going to do it on live? We'll figure it out, guys.
Yes.
We're gonna we'll soon also announce the winner of the loudest one challenge. So today we're gonna be breaking down 2019. We're also gonna be talking about the top 5 episodes from this season of the Loud Ones podcast, and we are also live, guys. So. I'm not gonna say my code on live. Hold on. Sorry, guys. We are trying to go live and we're having technical difficulties. Here.
All right, cool.
Guys, if you hear me sniffling, I have a cold and I'm sick, so sorry.
Sucks.
Yeah. Okay, so how are we gonna do this? Are we gonna do this in order or anything out of order as far as breaking down 2019? Do you want to start from January? Or do we want to just go through the year? Because I can't remember everything in order.
I can't remember everything in order. I can just remember the top scandals.
All right,
That's
go ahead.
just about it.
All right, I'll let you start it off. What's the biggest scandal that you remember from this year?
Let me see.
So one of the ones that, okay, go ahead. If anything comes to mind,
I'm gonna just say this: Jussie Smollett.
Smollett.
How do you say your name? I don't even know how to say
Dave
his name.
Chappelle fucked it up.
Yeah,
because he said the way he said Jussie Smollett.
Yes, and
like
so
that.
I've been saying his name.
Jussie Smollett.
Yes.
Oh my God! 2019 was so long that I forgot that was a part of 2019.
Listen, there's so many things I forgot was a part of 2019.
Wow. Okay. So yes, let's talk about that scandal. So apparently now, as of right now, he's suing Chicago PD for making up fraudulent facts and things like that for his case and stuff like that. So that's why he's supposed to be coming back to Empire for like the season finale or some shit like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you guys don't remember, Dany, do you want to break down that whole situation since you pulled that out the bag first?
So, the first thing I remember is that, he came out, he had said that he got, beaten up, was it like
he said he was approached
by
by 2 Trump supporters who had MAGA hats.
Yes.
And he was coming back from Subways, and it was one of the coldest nights documented in Chicago weather, period. So everyone was like, wait, so you're telling us that you went to go get a Subway sandwich and it was fucking cold? And so apparently he said that they had nooses on them, and they approached him, they beat him up, and they put a noose around his neck. Then video surveillance came out. It showed him with the Subway bag and a noose around his neck, but the question was, who the fuck walks around with the noose?
The thing is that it's not even about the noose. It's more so about like, how did they do all of this?
And the description of the men who he said approached him
were completely different.
It changed. So he said they were MAGA supporters. So then when they found the 2 men, they were 2 African men. I think they might have been Nigerian.
They're Nigerian. They went on vacation to Nigeria after that.
And he actually has done some work with them, I think, working out with them. I think they were like, he paid them to be trainers at one point or something like that. So they ended up being 2 brolic ass Nigerians, and none of the fucking story started making sense when everything kind of played out. So that scandal was huge, and after that, Jussie Smollett is no more. He's not as hot as he was.
I don't necessarily. The thing is, at first, I didn't really believe that.
What the fuck?
Who got a fucking dog in this bitch? Like, the fuck?
Guys,
I can't make this shit up. I cannot make this shit up. Like, what is wrong with people?
That is definitely not a ringtone. That's a fucking dog, and I don't know where.
And it's a little bitch dog too. Anyway, so I don't necessarily know if he's true. If he's like, one of like he. If
is
it was
he canceled?
I don't know.
Because, everything's cancel culture in 2019.
I don't know. The thing is that because they never came down to the actual truth of all of it, like, it's still up in the air. But the fact that there are so many flaws with his story and it's a possibly false story, it's very upsetting because there are so many people fighting this fight. As one of our episodes...
Oh, wait. Before you go in, just to add, another key fact from that story was that he felt they attacked him and they called him, that's the gay actor from Empire. And I didn't like that because he tried, everyone felt bad because that was such a sensitive thing.
Yeah, and that's my thing. Like, the reason why I say it's so serious is because I'm going to highlight one of our episodes for the season. Yes. It was the episode with Mojo.
Yes.
And basically, she counted down, and at that time, what time of year was that? Maybe like September, October?
Yeah.
She had already counted down 18 people that had been killed.
Yeah.
For being either trans or gay or something. It was trans.
Trans women, yeah.
18 women. So for you to be making a joke about something like that, it makes people not want to take that shit serious.
Yeah, his whole storyline, like, oh, they ran up on me and said, oh, you're that gay guy from Empire, and I'm a MAGA supporter, and I have a news for you. Like, none of that shit made sense. And not for nothing, because it was also the coldest time of the year, they were saying the likelihood of just people walking around dressed as Jose described it did not fucking make sense. Right. I don't know. I do think that a lot of if he wants to say his story is true, there's a lot of like false information with that. Right. None of that shit makes sense.
So what do you guys think? Like, do you guys think that he was like...
Oh, do we have people tuned in?
Yeah, we do.
Hi, guys.
Hey. So...
Please comment and let us know what you think about Jose Smollett. I cannot stop saying that because Dave
Can
Chappelle...
you stop playing with him, yo?
Smollett. Jose.
I don't know how to say his name.
Jose Smollett.
The guy from Empire. If you guys, just comment what you think about that whole situation.
Yeah. I have another scandal that was like really big. The whole R. Kelly.
Woo! I mean, that's been a scandal for years.
But the bigger scandal and the continued scandal at this point, well, I know you always had a problem with his wife, Andrea.
I don't have a problem with her. I just don't feel like she is genuine.
Well, what you said makes sense now because they wanted to continue. What are we on? Part 3 of the R. Kelly?
There's another episode? I thought there was 2.
There's 2, but they're coming out with a third one. And the big deal right now is that she doesn't want to be a part of the third one because now that he's been indicted on charges in Chicago. I believe it's Chicago, not Atlanta, but I think it's Chicago. It's become more of a bigger case. And so that's a big victory for them, for the state. Thank you. For the state. So I think that that kind of speaks volumes to what you were saying because I think she hopped on board. She saw that there was going to be a lot of publicity from this documentary. And then on top of that, she thought that she was going to get a new light put on her because of the sympathy that she would be gaining. But then from there, it's just like, okay, now you don't want to be a part of that. Now she got some new type of notoriety from it. She got some new projects in the works, and now she's like, fuck it, screw it. And like you said, like when she was singing her songs and doing all this stuff, it's just like it is kind of disrespectful to the women whose stories were true. Yes. So
yes, the thing is that I don't know how somebody can cause you so much hurt and then in the same breath, you can sing their songs and you can wish people well. 100%. You can wish people well.
Would you wish somebody well with her story?
The thing is that I would wish anybody well.
Your abuser?
The thing is that...
Oh, you fuck no.
But you see, that's the thing. That's the thing about forgiveness. You can't pick and choose when you want to forgive people. And that's...
You can forgive. You don't need to wish them well.
But no, the thing is that when I say wishing well, I mean like you can do... I hope everything in your life works out, just not with me in it. So
Dany, you are the same person on a couple of episodes when you say all your exes are dead, bitch.
Just because they're dead to me doesn't mean what I just said was.
I don't wish somebody well who's dead.
The You can wish people who are well dead. No. They're dead to me. They're not dead in real life. They're dead to me. Can you wish somebody who you don't fuck with no more well?
No.
And what I said,
Dany, you
verbatim, what I said is that they're dead to me. They're dead to me in my life. Wait, let me finish. The thing is that I'm not saying that I want them to be unhappy in life. I want you to do on the episode, I also said, like, I wish them the best in life. I just don't want you to contact me. Don't be in contact with me. I don't want to be around you. You can get everything you want out of life. I don't wish anything bad on anybody that I don't talk to. And that's just a disclaimer altogether. I don't wish anyone bad. I just don't want you in my life. You can do whatever you want to do in your life. And that makes
I'm not saying that it doesn't make sense. But when you tell people your exes are dead, even other people believe that they actually were dead.
That's on you, because you didn't ask me, are they really dead? I said, they're dead to me. They're dead to me.
All right, guys. So that's one scandal that's on the top of my list. It's R. Kelly. And R. Kelly's continuous scandal. So that's definitely on my top of the list.
Do you guys think that if you say somebody's dead to you, that you can still wish them well? Can you do that? That's just a question I have out there. So you guys can answer if you want.
What's another scandal? There's a few of them. Another one I want to talk about is Usher. The herpes.
I mean, that wasn't really a big thing to me.
No, it was. Okay. The larger girl that came out, whatever her name was, that said that he seduced her, and he had sex with her, potentially exposing her to herpes. Then because of that, then it got the scandal. Well, I don't know if it was big to you, but first, I'm a big supporter of Usher. Right?
Yeah, I love Usher. So, it's just that wasn't a big thing to me. Like,
but articles have been released that over the last 5 or so years that there's multiple cases where women came out and exposed him for potential harm. What happened? What happened?
Shy said she said,
is that Chef Shy?
Yeah, Chef Shy. Shout out to Chef Shy.
You still owe us food,
Chef. She said, I wish you well, but that's where it stops. You're dead. Thank you, Shy. Thank you.
But I know, Shy. She is not about to be like, I wish you well. She ain't about to do that shit.
You mean I'm going up to them and be like, oh, girl.
Dany, in your mind, you might, it's like, when you say pray for somebody, you might probably in your head, like, I don't got no issues with, but it's no fucking way you want to run into them in public.
Oh, you talking about like seeing them and be like, girl, I wish you well.
How do you wish them
well? In my heart.
Bitch. That's why I was trying to tell you, Dany,
you can wish Nas. You can wish somebody well and not have no hard feelings towards them. It's just that you just don't want anything to do with them. First of all, you have people that are in your life that you don't have any.
I don't have no ill will towards nobody.
Exactly, but you don't want to be around them.
Yeah. I think there might be one person, and that's just because I don't know this bitch. I just really don't give a fuck about her. Do I really care to say in my heart I wish her well? Absolutely not. But that's just me with one person, just because.
But in general, people, that's what I'm saying. In general, you don't have any hard feelings for somebody, so you're gonna say, Dany, whatever is good for you.
Dany is very she's closer to God than I am, so she does more things like that. I'm a person, if I'm unbothered, I'm unbothered. So that's not to say I'm not spiritual, guys. I am. I'm just saying Dany got the heart of gold right now. I have a heart of bronze. Close to gold, bitch, but I'm bronze. Okay, so the Usher thing, and the only reason why I'm saying it's a big scandal, because look at his career. Mm-hmm. He had put out 2 projects. He put out a project with Zaytoven. He just released new music. He hasn't been performing. He has his comments on mute. His comments been on fucking mute for months. Okay,
I remember when Meek did that.
Well, I wouldn't even say that was a scandal. That was just beef. But the scandal is not fair, because what happens, and I think this is unfair being in the public eye, we hear about the announcement. We don't hear about the denouncement, where it came out that girl was
lying. She
lied.
I mean, they say something about it,
but it was not publicized the way it was. It was everywhere. Usher, herpes. When you think of herpes, you think of Usher. That's fucked up, because it takes away the 20+ year long career that he has built of all these huge hits just because of this herpes scandal. And then he got divorced, right? Where like the second herpes announcement came out, she filed for divorce. This is his second, third wife. She filed for divorce. So I could see it was a huge impact on him. Now the thing that he's working on is the new Confessions album with Jermaine Dupri, which is supposed to bring back the life into his career. But that whole scandal was fucking crazy. Right. What's another scandal, Dany?
Oh, you want to talk about scandals? Let's talk about this bitch who just fucking in the Bronx. That bitch.
Wait, what?
The bitch in the Bronx that got herself stolen.
Okay, this
that is a bitch. Oh my God.
Wait, what was her name again? Oh God.
Was it like Sequoia, some shit like that?
No, bitch. She was from Honduras. Oh,
she was something, but
it's not Maria. It's something.
I don't know.
Guys, what's that girl name from the Bronx? What's her name? The one that faked the whole kidnapping last week. It's like Carla or Carol. I feel like it's Carol.
I'm not sure. Hey, Brandon.
Do y'all know what it is? I feel like it's Carol. I feel like it's Carol.
I'm not sure what her name is, but all I know is that she was some little bitch with curly hair, and she fucking faked something that, as a mother, I would have fucked her up.
She looked like she's 40. She is not fucking little.
She was 16 years old. Regardless
she looks 40.
Regardless of how old she looks, she's still a child. And this is what I say. Like, if I was her mother, that would have been the biggest way for me to get you fucked up and put in a group home. Like, you didn't want to go back, bitch. You go wherever you want to go. Because
the crazy thing is, everybody immediately got attached to the story. And what I noticed now, speaking about some of these scandals, people take take advantage of the sensitive times that we go through, like the Jussie Smollett nigga, like that whole shit with the whole gays and the shit that they're going through. The fact that she pretended, or she set up this whole kidnapping situation. We're in a time where human trafficking, sex trafficking is a huge fucking deal right now.
It is.
And it is fucking nationwide. It's a huge deal in the US. So everyone's super sensitive about, oh my God, if we hear about this, because I'm not gonna lie, before, when certain people went missing, you would never really see everybody from all age groups reposting. When that bitch went missing and the surveillance came out,
everybody posted that shit.
My ass got
everybody.
I had a little thug tear because I was like, oh my God, this shit is so close to home. It's the Bronx.
Yeah, imagine that being your child and you're there and you're trying to save her, and
you grabbed her, you got in the car, you fighting, and
they kicking you. Like, first, this touched my heart so much, because I can't imagine, like, as a mom, like, how afraid you were, like, how scared you were, how defenseless you felt, like, how you. Her mom probably racked her brain, like, I couldn't do anything about it. Like, all she could think about was that she could not even help her own fucking kid.
And the fact that it was publicized and it became such a mainstream video, that there were so many comments about she didn't fight hard enough, and she didn't do this and she didn't do that. So it became this whole thing. But to be honest with you, when I saw that and she turned herself in, and it was all because her mom was wanting the family to move back to Honduras, and she wasn't for it. And so she wanted to be kidnapped, essentially, so that she would become a missing persons case, and she would be essentially here while her parents and stuff moved back to Honduras. Now that, I'm not going to say people don't make mistakes, but something's really wrong with her.
If she thought her mom was going to move back to Honduras and then they find her.
Something's really deep rooted in that child. And it's hard for me to sit here and say what I would do, because I have a child. So I don't know, but I feel like then you would feel bad if you want to beat the shit out of her, because then it's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You already have issues at home, and that's why she wanted to be kidnapped. So it's like, I don't know if she need therapy or what, but that scandal that was fucked up because she grabbed the heart of every American and she took advantage of that. Another scandal that I want to talk about that continues to be exploited is the Omarion, Little Fizz, and April thing. I think
that bitch right there,
the most trifling shit.
Nah, that bitch right there, man.
I don't understand. You ever seen that?
I never even looked at one of my friends and be like,
let me take it back, guys. I'm not old, but I'm not like super old, but I'm old enough and I'm always looking into history, so I know this. The only other case that I can think of where this same fucking trio happened is with the Jacksons.
Who?
Jermaine Jackson has a child with the same baby mother of, it's not Marlon and it's not Tito.
That's some nasty shit. Like, I don't understand why people feel like that's okay. Like,
there's 2 Jackson brothers who were in Jackson 5 because there's Jermaine, Tito, there's Marlon, there's Michael, and there's another one that starts with a fucking J. I forgot his name. The other one, Jackie. I think Jackie and Jermaine have the same fucking baby mother. But there's definitely one of them that share the same baby mother, which is weird because their siblings are siblings/cousins. Ugh. So that's the only other time in history that I remember it happening. But that went under the radar. Because they weren't as big as Michael. But if it was Michael, it would be the same as like what's going on with
and you know what's crazy? It wasn't the I guess, and that's more media wasn't as big at that time either.
But that's more trifling because that's blood. But this is big.
No, this is the thing is that this. You know why I feel like this is worse? It's because no one. I mean, no one.
Yeah.
No one is feeling it. Nobody feels this.
What's fucked up is the story they're trying to build up is that Omarion and Fizz never had an actual relationship and that it was all business.
Fuck out of here.
And I'm like, that's a lie because at one point, and I know Love and Hip Hop, a lot of it is scripted, but Omarion is the godfather to Little Fizz's son.
Whoa. So, I didn't know that.
Yes. So that's where it don't make no fucking sense.
That's nasty. Hey, everybody. I see you guys.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
So, guys, as we go through our scandals, please, if y'all think we forgot something, let us know.
Yeah. And even, you know, comment your thoughts because we're reading them. But yeah, for me, I feel like the fact that they don't feel remorse behind that or whatever, and the fact that they knew it was wrong because they hid it for so long. They hid it for so long.
Yeah, they were best friends.
Okay, it could have started out being best friends.
She said her best friends always see her naked. What best friend that's a nigga that see you naked?
Me and my best friend never even laid in the same bed. Like, I just feel like there's a certain level of respect you should have for people, especially when it comes to like dating and dating people who are close to home, or even having a male or female friend. It just depends.
Yeah.
I feel like me and my best friends, my girl best friends, we slept in the same bed. We seen each other naked, but not my guy best friends. Like, it's just a certain level of respect that I have for my man and for their girlfriends. That
would you do it if he was gay?
If he was gay, possibly, because he's not he could not possibly ever be attracted to me.
That's not true.
But if he ever starts liking me, that goes out the fucking window. Like, you see, like, if it's a straight guy, it's one thing. I think only because with straight guys, like, there is a possibility that they can possibly like you. There is that possibility. It may not always happen, but there is a possibility, especially if you're a pretty girl, like, it's a possibility that you can end up liking your best friend.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, like, gay guys, it's like, they're not even looking at you.
Don't be dismissing these gay niggas because let me tell you something.
I don't think I usually I don't want to put them in a box.
Have you ever do you know of a gay guy who's been gay historically and all of a sudden decided they want a family, they want a wife, and they no longer are? A lot of times I see them saying they're not in that lifestyle anymore because I've seen that happen, and that's why
I don't have, not to be funny, but I don't have many gay guy friends.
Yeah.
And I don't know many people who go gay and then decide they want to turn back. I've seen that in girl situations, but not per se with guys.
Can I give you a story? And I've been looking for him because I really want him and his wife to come on. So a few years ago, one of my good guy friends who was gay, who is gay, I would always meet like a bunch of gay guys with him, obviously. And one of them, when I met him, oh my God, he had this silk press with bundles.
Ooh.
Popping. So we started following each other on all social. Actually, he asked to add. He's like, "Can I have your phone? I want to put myself on your social medias." So we were always following each other.
See, I'm calling my.
I will say, maybe 3 years ago. So he had this girl best friend, where I don't like saying it like that. She was not someone you would see as his type. If you know, she just looked very different, but they were best friends, and the attraction was not always that level because he was gay. All of a sudden, I swear to God, it got strange. He stopped wearing the weaves. He started going to church. Then he said he no longer is gay. Then he started dating the best friend. Now they're married. I don't know if they have a child yet.
I mean,
I've never in my life.
You have the right to be.
I have never. When I tell you, you could have thought this nigga was Prince. And I'm not. I have another one that looks like that looks actually like Prince. And I'm not talking about you, boo, because I know you check me out. Not him. There's somebody else. He used to wear bundles, okay, and sassy. And then I don't know. He fucking changed. You know what? So it's weird.
Sometimes people be trying to find themselves, and I don't mind. Like,
did you date somebody who used to take it in the ass?
I mean, I per se can't, but there are some people in the world that can. That doesn't have to do with me though. I personally would not date somebody who was gay first, because I like somebody who is consistent. You understand? Like, that's something I like, consistency in my life. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just saying, like, you know, there's some girls that I see that change it up so weirdly. Like, one day they want to be a super girl, and it's weird when you see them as a super girl, and then you see them as a boy type of person. And you're like, what the fuck?
There's a lot of studs getting pregnant.
No, but the thing is that it's not about that. Like, if you go from being like a girly girl to a stud, that's one thing. But if you go from a stud to a girly girl to a stud to a girly girl, it's kind of androgyny.
That's when a female looks good being femme and also looks good being masculine. They call it androgyny. So I
thought androgynous people look like manly.
They can pull off both looks though. I'll give you an example. There's a girl, her name is Damo Wilson. She is a big YouTuber. She also does music. If you look her up, if you look at her old pictures, she was a stud, but she also loved bundles, getting her hair done, and she was, androgynous.
Mm-hmm. Let me look up, because my whole life I thought that
another person who was androgynous is Jeffree Star.
He's definitely androgynous. He does not look like a female at all.
But there's times where he does the heels, the makeup, the dress, and it's not him going into drag. He's androgynous. He likes to play with his looks.
So yeah, it says having the physical characteristics of both sexes.
Like I said.
So, yeah. So they can.
You just thought it was somebody who just could look like a man?
No. It's just I thought it was a female that looked manly.
Nah, androgynous. So that's why you have some models who could pull off the short haircut and they have strong cheekbones.
Yeah.
But then also when they model, they might give them a wig and change and soften.
I mean, I guess we still have the same concept, because it's just like I thought it was a female that looked manly, but I guess it's just
their looks.
But by far, you know who looks good?
Who?
Is her name like Rita Dragon? I don't remember what her.
Nikita Dragon. She's fully transitioned.
She fully transitioned, but Jeffree Star,
not really, because she still has a penis. But
Jeffree Star does not look like a female at all.
To each his own. But the funny thing is, his boyfriend Nathan feels like. It's funny that I know this shit. His boyfriend Nathan only dated girls. He never dated men, and he found attraction to Jeffree because he reminded him of a female. Jeffree got his butt done. Jeffree wears long blonde. He. I think his pronouns are he and she. He wore long hair at one point and things like that. So I mean, that's why Nate at one time was just like It was suitable. It was easy.
God forgive me, and y'all don't kill me, but he was gay. He was gay. He was into guys. If you go from liking females to wanting to do somebody in the butt, you liked guys. It's okay.
Or he could be fluid.
That too. You can like guys.
I don't know.
You can like females and guys at the same time. You can like both. You can like both. But do not tell me that, oh my God, I'm straight, but I just like this one guy. Yeah. You are bi.
Yeah.
Identify with what you want to identify with. Just don't lie. Like,
okay. What's another scandal? I have a few up my sleeves that I'm just thinking about.
Was that Cardi Nicki fight this year?
Harper's Bazaar.
I think so. Was that this year?
I feel like no. I feel like it was September of last year's fashion week.
Let me see.
Because I remember it being a full fashion week and not spring. I don't believe it was spring. Because there's only 2 fashion weeks a year. They have spring and fall. So I think it was last year.
Oh, it was last year.
Yeah, because it was fall. Yeah. But what I will say about Nicki, and I don't know if you peeped the scandal that she tried to brew. She tried to have people believe that she was pregnant at one time.
They did? She did?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you why. So she did Jimmy Fallon.
Uh-huh.
And remember, she used to work at Red Lobster's when she was like really young. So he had her working at Red Lobster's off of 42nd Street for a clip in his show.
Yeah.
And Fee from Gossip in the City had posted some footage where it looked as if she was pregnant. But she was really just bloated. So Nicki fed off of that, and what she did was if you look on her Instagram, there's a portion of her Instagram where she posed a certain way. She covered her belly at all times and then because of that, when that episode aired, people had came at her and said, she's not pregnant because she was drinking. And Nicki went on live and she was like, no, I was not. That was not a real cocktail, because the way she was talking about the drink and how she knows how to make liquor on the show, it was like she was drinking. So before she had actually got married, right, or obtained her marriage license, there was a brief time when she was trying to build up this whole thing about her being pregnant. And I think no one gave a fuck because of the Nicki hate train. But there was a time she was doing it.
I don't remember. I mean,
it was.
There was a point in this year
and then she kept taking her hiatus. And then she kept taking hiatus, and there was beef going on with her and Arrogant Tay at one point, or whatever the case.
I don't think they had beef. I think
there was an issue. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the issue was. I feel bad but I look crazy probably to you that I know all these things. So basically,
well, the only thing I remember with her and Arrogant Tay was that he had fucked up her hair or something like that, she wanted it like that. Like,
so Arrogant Tay does all of his best friends' hair, right? And remember, Nicki was supposed to do this world tour. She did it with Juice WRLD. At one point, it was supposed to be with Future. So she wanted him to become her traveling hairstylist. There was a point where Nicki unfollowed him. There was a whole big beef and people trolled Arrogant Tay. He turned his comments off. Because Fee found out information, and I guess because Fee has, Gossip and says she has followers or whatever, she had the tea on everything. So basically what happened was he told Nicki he doesn't want to do that. He's not a traveling hairstylist. It became this whole thing because she's Nicki, she's queen. Like, how could you do that? You keep telling me you've been wanting to work with me, da-da-da-da. It became this whole fucking thing. Then people started trolling Tay because it's like, yo, all you want to do is stay home with your best friends and go to their club walkthroughs and do their fucking hair for free. That's what people assuming he did hair for free. It became this whole thing. And then people noticed that she doesn't comment on his page because remember, Nicki went through a bunch of scandals with her hairstylist. She went through it with Tokyo.
With Kim Kimble.
She went with what's his name? Tokyo.
Yeah, I know Tokyo. He does Cardi's hair now.
But does he have a last? Whatever. Tokyo. She does not like Alonzo Arnold.
Why?
Because when they had posted some pictures on her on Bull Alert, he had said something to her jokingly, because you know how he always be joking.
Yeah.
She had called him a naked mole rat or some shit.
Is something wrong with him?
Huh?
Is something wrong with him?
No. But you know how this when he got his big, his hair it looks thin and stuff.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't even tell that he's a guy, like
androgynous, right? So there was a whole beef she had with her hairstylist. So when this whole beef was going on with Ari and Tay, everybody was tuning in because it's like, who else can you fucking work with in the industry that is that lit at lace fronts, especially when you came at Remy Ma talking about she had bum ass lace fronts. So it was this whole thing or whatever, how Barb's came at him, and I guess that he like wooed her over, they worked it out. So what he doesn't do traveling hairstyles for her, but if I'm not mistaken, he makes her wigs and she travels with them, and she has someone who does like the application or whatever, but he still does the customizations for like all her music videos and stuff. Right. But for a period of time she was not fucking with him, and I don't think she's till this day followed him back.
She actually had did like him and Aaliyah J at the same time.
Aaliyah J did her makeup, which was trash. No hate to you, Aaliyah. I didn't like it.
I don't remember it, but I mean, I think she's okay with makeup.
I think she's okay, but Aaliyah J's makeup is good. It wasn't trash. I don't think that. I think that it was like a cute makeup that it would look bomb on you because you know what I mean. I feel like when you're on screen, and I just feel like celebrity makeup should be a little different. And that was in the Barbie Dreams. She did the makeup for the Barbie Dreams video.
Oh, okay.
And it was okay.
I mean,
but it's not a big deal because Barbie Dreams does not get played, and neither does the music video.
I mean, I'm not trying to shade her or anything like that because I don't really like. If there's anybody like, if I'm gonna choose makeup artists, Aaliyah J is good, but she
doesn't do people makeup. When's the last time she hasn't done people makeup in years?
Yeah, that's true. She doesn't do.
She been stopped doing people
makeup.
You know
who's a really good makeup artist too, and is New York based? Princess Reese. She's really good.
She's from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, she's from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
She's really good.
What's another?
She's never booked. She's never has booking though. Another scandal.
Can we talk about Trump and his continued scandals and how he's impeached?
Oh yeah, we can definitely.
And can we break this down?
We can grabbing by the pussies and all of those things.
He had a few scandals this year where he just, and I think he's just probably the most decorated in scandals as a president that we've
He is a president that addressed so much shit in his life that I never.
He lies.
He addresses things for no reason. Just shut the fuck up.
And what I'm starting to learn is there are things that he did decent, or he did and I won't disagree as a president, like he released a few prisoners from prison, cut their sentences, and I appreciate that as a Black person because mass incarceration is really huge, and we are the majority when it comes to mass incarceration. So I appreciate things like that he's done. The whole fuckload shit, I think that the little things that he does do as good deeds, and I think it's more of a publicity stunt, just to earn like the vote, the Black vote, and whatever. It's fuck shit. But recently he's been impeached. And a lot of people, I had made a post on Facebook praising the impeachment. People were trolling other individuals who did the same because they were like, oh, you're dumb. You don't know what impeachment means. He's not removed. Da, da, da. Now,
yeah, he's not removed yet.
People fail to realize you can celebrate a fucking impeachment. You can, for many reasons.
You can celebrate a small victory. It's not the biggest victory, but it's a bigger victory than we've ever expected. But we don't have to. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to. That's something I hate, to knock something.
Yeah.
Because someone else may value it more.
People assumed that individuals did not know what impeachment meant. And the same individuals who came at people who talked about the impeachment also don't know the 3 fucking presidents that were impeached. Everyone assumed it was Nixon, which is not true. Nixon actually resigned prior to him actually being an impeachment inquiry going out. So he was not impeached. They wanted to do the inquiry and they could not because he resigned. So he resigned as president. That's a whole different type of category. You have Andrew Johnson, Trump is one, and Clinton is one. Clinton was acquitted, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Johnson was acquitted as well.
I can't believe Clinton got impeached for getting a blowjob.
It wasn't just that though. It was obstruction of Congress, if I'm not I feel like it was not that. It was not just the head thing. It was a few other things. The way Monica Lewinsky came about was through the impeachment. It was not because of the impeachment. There was another lady that was involved, and I think that they were saying that, I feel like it has something to do with bribes. I can't remember the full thing now, but she was called as a witness, and she mentioned Monica Lewinsky's name, and then that's when it blew up.
Oh, wow.
And then everyone said, oh, shit. The witness was, she obviously under oath has to tell the truth. And so she brought up the Monica Lewinsky thing and how he was dealing with this intern and blah, 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 and all this other shit. Then that obviously made shit real fucking worse. But he had a whole other host of shit going on. And the Johnson thing happened, I think, in 1800s. And that was something about he was firing officials, and you can't do that without going through, I want to say, the House of Representatives. There's a protocol in which you have to file. You can't call those orders without it has to be okayed by other bodies, judicial bodies and legislative bodies. So that was a whole nother thing. But the impeachment, I think that's a big thing. Regardless if he's actually removed, he is going to be acquitted, unfortunately. And I think that it would have to move. Somebody would have to threaten these fucking Republicans, because the Senate is made of majority Republicans. I think you need 57% of the vote from them to get him impeached. And impeachment, to get a president impeached here is just like, it doesn't look good for the country.
You never know. God may give us a blessing.
What's another scandal? Is this yours?
I don't know, but you can have it.
Okay. What's another one? I have a few up my. I could think about a bunch. What's another one?
Can we go into like Jamaican?
Bitch, are you reading my mind? All I thought okay, go ahead. You read about mine. Go ahead. What's yours?
Well,
because that's what I wanted to talk about next. Go ahead.
So, I'm not sure if you guys are hip to like this little beef that Shenseea and this girl named Jada Kingdom had. Jada Kingdom, she has a song called Banana, and she used to date this guy named, if you know any of these people, Lincoln 3 Dot. You know that girl Star Dawkins?
No.
She has a cookie wash, like a vagina wash. She's also Jamaican. Like she does like a vagina wash. She's very popular. Nicki actually posted her one time. They say she sounds like Nicki Minaj. Anyway, Jada Kingdom used to date the guy that now dates Star Dawkins.
Okay.
That's kind of like privy to who she is.
Yeah.
So everybody knows who Shenseea is. Basically, there was some kind of culture clash. I don't remember what country it was in.
Yeah.
And Shenseea said like some kind of diss towards Jada Kingdom. But that is how the culture clash culture. Shenseea and Jada Kingdom used to be friends. Apparently, they stopped talking a while ago. But Jada had mentioned something about Shenseea couple months ago, like earlier in the year, like, people get hype and they stop being your friend or something like that. So I'm assuming that's how the fallout had started. Then, next thing you know, after the culture clash, Jada come out with a whole diss track against her. And everybody's like, what?
Shensea's untouchable right now.
And the thing is that she never responded. And I commend her for that because the thing is that you have a bigger platform. And even though Jada Kingdom diss was good, the thing is that she's going to be reaching for that response.
Of course.
Ever since, because you didn't respond. She's going to be reaching for it. And they're saying that Shenseea is this and the third. But honestly, the one thing I can say is that Jada Kingdom's a really good artist.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. She has a body is off the chain. Like,
what's one of her popular songs?
I don't know if she's really been played like really mainstream, but it's just a song called Love Situations. That's how I found out about her. You got this Love Situations. No, that song, Banana.
That's about. No.
She has Banana. Those are the only two songs that I really, really know. She has this other song named Heavy that just came out. I didn't really like it.
I was looking at the Unruly Festival and the lineup, and I literally saw there was probably like 70% of fucking people I did not recognize.
D'Angel was up there.
There's mad people. And then sidebar, guys. Get you a Jamaican wife or girlfriend, because I saw Gucci Mane is in fucking Jamaica because Keisha KR brought his ass.
Yeah, so I was like, I guess he's off probation, which I was really happy to see.
He's been off for like a year and a half now.
I'm not sure, but I've been stalking this story.
And she make him Jamaican food like
all
twice
the time.
a week. No, twice a week. It's only once or twice a week on most likely Sundays.
From what I was seeing on the show, because I really like Keisha K.O. I really think she's like beautiful. People say she got a body done. I don't know if I don't think she did. Like,
I don't think she did.
I don't think she did. But I think that they're a really dope couple. But into another Jamaican scandal, Spice and D'Angel.
Who the fuck is D'Angel, Dany?
Beanie Man's old wife.
Yo, you have this history on Beanie Man, his daughter, and all of them.
No, this is something. The only reason why I know who D'Angel is because I was like, who the fuck is she? And I Googled her. Okay. And that's how I found out who she is.
Beanie Man's always in some shit. What happened?
So, well, not Beanie Man, D'Angel.
No, but his family, like all of them.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what's going on with them over there, but D'Angel and Spice had a fallout. Yeah. Because
what?
Yo,
it sounds like old woman shit.
It's old woman shit on the behalf of D'Angel. Like, I just feel like it was stupid as fuck.
So what happened?
Basically, D'Angel asked Spice to do a song with her. Yeah. And I don't know if you heard that song. We not no worries. Gotta deal with everything.
No, yeah. What do you listen to this music at?
If you follow Spice, she played the song. That song is actually very popular. I have to
stop following Spice because after the Sheet song, it pissed me off.
I mean, I don't follow her. I just check up on her page.
I love Spice, but I just
check up on her page.
A bunch of flyers coming down my timeline all day. I just couldn't deal with it.
But yeah, she did a song with D'Angel. Apparently it was a favor, and then D'Angel kept like hawking her down, I guess, to do a show. But Spice is, as you can see, at the time was very busy.
Queen of the stage.
Yeah, she was doing a lot of shows, and she was doing a lot of shows, and she was doing Love and Hip Hop at the time.
Yeah,
and I guess something happened where D'Angel got mad at her.
Somebody wave at us? I can't see.
That's Talisha. I don't think she's here anymore though.
Okay.
That's why I said hi. We said hi.
Okay.
But yeah, they had like a whole like fallout because of something so stupid. Yeah. And you know, D'Angel went on to like make videos of her like cleansing herself in the ocean and stuff like that. It was just a lot. Like it was just the stupidest shit.
Jamaicans are fucking extra. Why?
I was just like, what the fuck is this? But anyway, what is your Jamaican scandal?
It's not really a scandal. I just want to call this out, and I really want to. I don't want to do this because I don't want to have. Well, okay, I don't want to call too much attention to this, but Vybz Kartel. Mm-hmm. Now, I think his case went to appeals.
Yes, I heard about that.
His case went to appeals. I know they were waiting for a response. I didn't hear anything else after that, so I don't know what the hell the follow-up is. But do you follow him?
No.
Okay. He owns that Instagram page. That's him.
I'm pretty sure it is.
And he had the last couple of weeks he's had his fans visit him.
Yes.
He takes pictures. Mm-hmm. He records in jail. He has his jewelry decked out. He has brand new name brand. I don't know what fucking jail this is. But when I tell you he interacts live every day. I'm just so curious because when he got locked up in 2011 and they made it seem like he's so detrimental to the Jamaican culture and to the country, to this and this. The liberties that he has right now is fucking beyond me. So I don't understand the court system why they still have him behind bars, because everything that he did in the streets, he's doing on your watch right now. Like, you might as well fucking release him. And I'm like, make money off of it, because I don't know. I remember at one time when he was in court, they were saying how he wasn't able to make music, or if he was, I think that the money, the monies that come from it has to go to, I want to say, the victim or something or whatever, because I think his nickname was like Lizard Green or some shit. But I don't know. I've never ever, because you have
Jamaica's whole judicial system is corrupt.
Dany, do you know how many other people have been in fucking jail and had none of these liberties?
Yes, they did. Jacqueer did. Jacqueer recorded a whole fucking video in jail.
Dany,
He probably took a break from recording, but Jacquier has
a cell phone in jail. He does full fucking music recordings, everything.
I'm not saying that
transactions.
I'm not
saying
he
has fans coming, and I thought the visitation is supposed to be based on the list that's provided, and it's supposed to be like.
I don't know what fans per se come and visit and take pictures.
Do you not see this nigga's page?
I see those people page, but those are people that know him. Like
Dany, no, he got into this thing with this girl like a couple of days ago because she got upset that he posted up with some girl who was like who was twerking and this all this other thing and how she loved him so bad, and he posted a DM. It was a whole fucking thing. It was a whole thing.
I gotta look into that, but what I can say is that Jamaica's whole court system and judicial system is corrupt. I can say that
money, you got access.
And that's my thing. If you have money, you have access, and that's in this system too. In this
to this extent,
of course not to this extent. But there are people that have money.
How do you have number one songs?
Regardless,
in 8 years.
Listen, regardless,
He's
I understand.
More frequent than any artist
in every country. If you have money, you have power. Regardless. Jacquier, he was in jail. He recorded serious times in jail.
Yes, Dany, but listen.
Like,
ain't no way. Yes, I can say he did that. But the access, the publicity, all the shit that Vibes has.
If it was this time, if this would... Man, I feel like anybody who had money at this time in jail would be able to get away with the same shit.
I think to some extent they would be. I just know that last time I checked, Vibes Cartel was worth $14 million. He's one of the richest Jamaicans to come out of that. Him, Sean Paul, Rita Marley, Bob Marley, and there's like a handful of others. So he's like top 10 richest Jamaicans, period. So he has a different kind of money than Jacquier. Jacquier, yeah, you could record, but the shit that Vibes be doing.
But that still goes back to my point of.
But why have this nigga locked up? Why have him locked up? What? That's my thing.
Shy, who doesn't everybody know?
No, I'm saying, why have him locked up? I don't know if they do parole or probation, because I know that's a U.S. thing. But if that's the case, if you want to have him in like halfway house or something like that, it doesn't make sense to put somebody. The point of putting you behind jail is for not
literally. I've never been to Jamaican jail, so I don't even know how it operates on the inside.
I asked, so my dumb ass wrote to Vibes. I was like, "Hey, can I visit you? Because I'm dead ass. I want to visit you, because if this is the shit that you're allowed to do, it's like, okay, this is like one of those concerts 101 backstage fucking passes that I can get, and I can meet you. Because if you're still able to meet, greet, do music, all this other shit, why do they have you locked up? Why do they have you locked up? If you're this dangerous person, they should limit the access that you have, because they don't know the access that you have can, you can put money on people's heads still. Like he so does things in the street. So why have him locked up? And I'm like, to be honest with you, I honestly think it's just Jamaica taking advantage of his money, because I don't know if you used to watch, he used to vlog when he was out. Did you know that?
I seen like he had this show.
He used to vlog a lot about what he goes through and what the Jamaican government used to put him through. Like one of the episodes he had was about, he had 4 houses, and
she Shy said she said all the girls don't know him.
Don't know who?
Talking about Vibes. She's talking about Vibes. All the girls don't know him.
That's what I said to you.
I mean, listen, from all the pictures
Thank you, Shy.
All the pictures that he puts up, he knows the people in the pictures.
He just did something a few days ago when it was a bunch of fucking people.
I saw that.
Of fucking people.
I saw that.
And I think he took down one thing. He had one thing where this girl went crazy because he let like a fan get really close, and she acting like this nigga's really her man. It was the whole thing.
Who was the girl? Because
a random fan.
I don't know about that, because the way I follow up on these things,
you don't know all of them.
This is the thing. I use Pink Wall to follow up on what's really going on.
Pink Wall's trash. You made me follow that, and I didn't get nothing.
Well, you have to pick and choose what you're watching. Like you don't go on Pink Wall every day and be like, oh, I'm gonna read all of these fucking posts.
It was nothing. It was like shout outs, Dany. It was like shout outs on like And it was just random thing. It wasn't, and then it was about people that I was just like, who the fuck are these people?
Some of like that's like I said, you have to pick and choose what you're watching on.
They need a better like gossip blog or whatever for the fucking Jamaica, because that didn't make any sense. But
these people, the thing is that Jamaica has superstars and then they have hood celebrities. Jamaica is not big. So some of these people that you're seeing are fucking huge in Jamaica. And we're like, who the fuck are these little people? Like, they're nobody to us, but to other Jamaicans, they're like everybody's whole business. Like, I'm just like, oh, nah, like, this is insane. Like, what the fuck is going on here? But,
okay. But, so what's another Jamaican scandal? Do you have another one?
I don't really have a Jamaican scandal. I just have more so just knowing about like what's really going on in Jamaica's whole system and like their whole roads and stuff like that. Like when I went to Jamaica in April, like that was
You went this year?
Yeah. I go like almost every year. I went this year in April for Jamaica Carnival.
Kingston, right?
Yeah. And it was insane the amount of Asian people there. Like,
oh, you're late, child.
No, it's not about being late. It's the fact that they're not even the way that they're like to hear about it and know about it, then to actually see it is a whole.
But you say you go every year.
Yeah,
so
but
this is the first time you've seen it like this?
No. I've seen them working. They're workers.
Dany.
They're like paving, like I didn't see this much because before they weren't paving Kingston roads like that. They are paving like all of the Kingston roads.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because they paid that. Because they did something like they bought like a contract with them where they own 90% of. I mean, like they own like
they're in. If I'm not mistaken, and I don't want to get this dollar wrong. It was a $30 billion debt that has to be paid over. I forgot, like 10 plus years that Jamaica, the Jamaica got into.
It's worse now. It's like $1 trillion now.
So I go to Jamaica every year. I just haven't gone in the last 2 years because I was pregnant. So I was supposed to go in January, but I go every year, and I've been going for a while. So what happened was, I remember a trip I took back in 2015. They just finished a highway that
in Montego Bay.
That connected Montego Bay to Kingston and shortened that 5-hour ride to like 2.5 hours or whatever. Mm-hmm. At the time, I think I actually drove in it the first day it was open. And while I was there, and I was there before that, there was, like you said, there was a bunch of fucking Chinese people there. But when I was there, the driver, who's a family friend, shout out to you, Paul, he was telling us, because it was me and David took a trip by ourselves that time, mm-hmm. That all of the shops, the roads, yep, all of those things are owned by Chinese. So we're renting and paying on leases to the Chinese people. Yep. And it's at the fault of the Jamaican government for giving over majority of ownership in a lot of these rural areas, and it's not allowing us to capitalize off of our own real estate.
We don't even get to capitalize. Right now, I think I read earlier this year, a little bit closer to this year. Guys, our live is going to cut off. We're going to come right back on. But the thing that took me off the wall was the amount of like just the be there and see so many Asian. I mean, like they're not giving up their culture at all. They're not adapting. How do you
think we got so many fucking Chinese Jamaicans?
That's true, but it's like it's just to hear it and to see it is something different. Like
it's eye opening.
It's definitely eye opening, and the thing is that like they're really working on the roads. Like there were so many like roads shut down because they were really working, and I appreciate that. But at the same time, we should not be owing. We should not. I mean,
did you start back? You got going to the left. Press that. And swipe to live.
Yeah. Okay. We should not. I mean, should not.
Hi guys, we're back on live.
Yeah, we're back. We should not be owing somebody trillions of dollars. We'll never. Somebody even wrote a post and was fucking dying. Like they think they're gonna get $1 trillion from Jamaica. They're never getting that. They're never gonna get $1 trillion. They're never gonna get it. And if they really think that the Chinese really think that they're gonna come there and like take over Jamaica, they're kindly gonna be mistaken because they fought their own fucking government for Duddus. So imagine what they're gonna do to you.
Oh my god. Guys, that happened in like 2016, 2015. Duddus was 2015 because he was looking for him in 2014. If y'all don't know who Dudus is, look him up. He is one of the largest Jamaican kingpins. But he took care and fed all his neighbors and people
in Tivoli Gardens.
Yeah, and he's locked. But you see how he has a lot of money. I don't know if he's still feeding people, what his access look like, but whatever. Anyways, guys.
But he's not here. He got. Did you ever hear?
Oh wait, then he got pushed to expedite to America.
That's what happened. So basically,
you're right, guys.
So basically, they went to whole war with the government because the government decided to extradite him to the United States, but he didn't want, because if you don't know the backstory, his father was to be extradited to New York. I mean, not to New York, to America. And the police ended up killing him, burning him on the way. Because he had so much information about like the corrupt system in Jamaica that they killed him before he could be extradited to I don't remember if it was to New York or to
somewhere in America.
In America. Mm-hmm. They extradited him. And that's why Dudus didn't want the Jamaican police to extradite him, because he was scared they were going to kill him. He actually got caught because, if I ever show you this picture, you're going to be fucking crying. He was driving. He was missing for a while. He was driving to the U.S. Embassy to turn himself in. And he tried to look like a female and it didn't work. But when they discovered him, he was trying to drive through a roadblock. And they was like, oh, that's Dudus. And he ended up getting extradited to the United States immediately. He actually pled guilty to all the charges that he did.
Wow.
He pled it wasn't that he was trying to avoid going to the US. He was trying to avoid being killed in the process. He said he knew he would be treated well in the US jails. It just he didn't want to be treated like how his father was treated
during the process.
In the process. I remember that so clear. That shit was insane. Like people were just dying.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
It was just everywhere. And that's how you know you're really doing a good thing,
because they were loyal to him.
They were not giving him up.
Yeah.
They were not giving him up. But rest in peace to all those people that fought for Dudus and shit like that.
So guys, the way we're going to wrap up this episode, we wanted to break down our top 5 episodes. Mm-hmm. Do you want to do 5? Let's do 5 each.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we're going to do it that way. So Dany, you want to start off?
My top 5, I'm going to go from the bottom up. My top 5 is the episode with Natalia. I really, truly enjoyed that episode. Okay. Then I'm gonna go with
number 5.
That's number 5. Okay. Number 4 is Gia Mills.
Definitely.
That was a funny episode. Number 3 is the incarceration one with Chris, only because we've had conversations, but
did you find out more about him during that time? During that conversation?
No, I know a lot. Like we talked through his whole sentence, so I know a lot about him. It's just like I never heard him, like we've spoken about it, but he's never openly spoken to so many people about that experience. Yeah. And the feedback that I got on it was actually great. Like so many people.
And that's one of our most popular episodes too.
Yeah. Number 2 would be the marriage episode with Deja and Jerry.
Yeah.
We got a lot of good feedback. A lot of my friends truly loved that episode.
Yep.
And the number 1 was the Vybz Kartel and Beanie Man. That's my favorite episode of all time.
Oh, that's till this date.
To this day.
Till this date. Our most popular episode. So okay, I'm gonna go 1. You did 5 to 1. I'm gonna do 1 to 5. So 1, I definitely am gonna agree with the Vybz Kartel. Mm-hmm. That episode was so funny because
also want to add on to that. You know who we forgot? Somebody, and I feel like we didn't give him enough credit.
Who?
Popcorn. We did not.
I feel like that was an honorable mention. No,
I don't think we mentioned him. You know who else we didn't mention? Gyptian. I love Gyptian. He got some good hits. And there was one other person that I wanted to mention that I did not mention.
Oh.
I can't remember right now, but I definitely remember Popcorn being on the top of my head because I was just
sidebar. Before I get into my top 5, did you see his entrance to the Unruly Festival?
No, I did not.
This nigga got flew in by like this little thing that was like a backpack thing. Mm-hmm. It flew him onto the stage.
Wow.
I've never seen some shit like that.
Listen, I don't know what's going on with Poppy's hair right now, but Poppy, I just can't do these little bun things you got going on.
So for Poppy show.
Yeah, I guess Poppy show. Yeah. I mean, sure. But anyway, continue to your top 5.
So number 1 is definitely Vibes Cartel. Mm-hmm. Number 2 for me would be the Choice episode. Mm-hmm. That was probably one of the most entertaining conversations, only because everything he said, he actually backed up with the 2 girlfriends. And that was a whole new experience for me. And it was interesting to get his perspective. Mm-hmm. I would say number 3 for me would have to be, this is a tough one. Number 3 for me, I definitely want to put the episode with Rikers with Chris, because Chris' words allowed me to envision myself walking those hallways of Rikers and just knowing what he went through. Mm-hmm. And he was extremely transparent, which I deeply appreciate him being so transparent with so many people, like you said. And just being fearless in that conversation. So I appreciate that. Number 4, I'll ride with your number 4 with Gia Mills. I've never seen a video with a dick between feet in my life. And I told sis that shit was legendary. So that I really appreciate that. And number 5, for me, I think what is going to touch home the most is the episode about anxiety. Mm-hmm. I mentioned before, Dany and I both mentioned that we equally suffer from anxiety. And I went through postpartum anxiety. I still experience it time to time. And so that episode was very close to home for me, because that's the first time I publicly ever spoke about my anxiety in such a detailed way. Mm-hmm. So, and I definitely want to continue that conversation and have more conversations around mental health. And encourage our listeners who do struggle just to definitely tap into whatever resources they have available and work on themselves and get themselves right. But that's my top 5.
Okay.
So we have a few more minutes left. So I want to talk about let's talk about the challenge really quickly. So
yes.
Guys, I want to let you guys know that this challenge is one of the first challenges that we have going on. And I don't know if Dany and I really spoke so much about why we wanted to do the challenge. Mm-hmm. We really appreciate the listenership, the viewership that we have with you guys.
Absolutely.
And we definitely wanted to be able to kind of give back to our community that we're in and allow people to also be seen and heard the same way we are, and just be able to promote upcoming brands, upcoming businesses, and whatever platforms that you have on. And so we definitely wanted to give you guys that opportunity, definitely as we come up. And we also want to, in the future, think of other creative ways that we can continue to do that. So definitely, guys, if you didn't enter this challenge,
please enter soon, because at 12 a.m. on 12/24, which is Christmas Eve, we will be closing it down, and we will be announcing them later that day.
So we definitely want to encourage you guys to enter this challenge.
Yeah.
Check out Dany's page, check out my page, and check out the Loud Ones podcast IG for more details. But I definitely want you guys to know that in the future too, that we'll continue to do
little challenges, just to
more
help
challenges and things like that. So if you guys didn't get a chance to enter this time, or you missed your opportunity, don't forget to tune in and keep it air, because we definitely want to have more challenges and opportunities for you guys to win free promo. I don't know if we're gonna do a month long. I'm not gonna hold y'all, but I definitely want to make sure that we continue to extend that opportunity.
Yeah, of course. Like we will definitely make sure that in the future that we have some things that we are offering that benefit our fans and our listeners. I'm just gonna read through the challenge rules real quick.
Okay.
Just so you guys can know. So you guys have to follow me, Nas, and the Loud Ones Instagram. You have to tag just one friend on the Loud Ones Instagram. And then you would go to our YouTube, subscribe, and comment, I guess, your Instagram name on
your favorite video.
And that's how you become contender for the challenge. Also, I wanted to let you guys know that during the challenge, it's not just if you don't have a business and you have a friend that you want to advertise for, you can do that. Like, it's like one of those advertisements on like the regular radio. We would basically, create a script for you guys, and we would just, create an ad for you guys. And I feel like it's a really great opportunity for you guys to get involved in, because this not only is our platform
that we're sharing with you guys.
Yeah. And in many different countries.
We're almost 70 now.
So we're in 70 countries. So if you have a business that is worldwide, we will be able to help you touch those fans.
Yes.
So,
so guys, this episode is going to be the closing of our first season.
Yes. First season of the Loud Ones podcast.
Season, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
I wish that we had, poppers or something like that to go off in the back when we said that, like, woo, or something crazy. Yeah. But right. So this episode is gonna close out our season, our first season of the Loud Ones podcast. We definitely gonna come back after the holiday. We're gonna take some time off to spend some time with our family and friends. And then we'll definitely be back. Second week of January.
Second week of
January, guys. And in the meantime, catch up on our episodes, catch up on some of the content that we have out there. And then in the meantime, please go to all of the platforms and leave your feedback. Check us out on Apple's Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Castbox, Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on like a lot of platforms, guys. So definitely check us out and leave feedback for us. Give us our 5-star rating. We would love that. But check us out. Give us ratings. Leave comments and feedback, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So Dany, what's your IG?
At Danybonaduce. I just want to thank Brandon for congratulating us on our 20th episode.
Oh, thanks, Brandon. Shouts out to you.
And my Instagram is at Danybonaduce.
For the last episode, you want to spell it?
I'll spell it DanyBonaduce. Danybonaduce.
Yes. And so follow me on IG at always_Nas. Check us out on IG at the Loud Ones podcast. On Twitter, we're the Loud Ones. No, on Twitter, we're Loud Ones podcast.
Yeah.
Our website is always up. You can also submit any inquiries, any questions that you may have. If you're seeking any advice or anything like that, check us out on theloudonespodcast.com. Also, all current audio and visuals are up on our website at all times. Check us out on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is called the Loud Ones Podcast channel. Subscribe and definitely leave us some comments, guys. Let us know where you're checking us out from. We would love to see that. And yeah, guys, thank you so much. We hope that you enjoy our holidays. Have a happy New Year. We're gonna catch you in the New Year with some new dope ass content. So yeah, guys.
Yes. Bye. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye, y'all.